Hello everyone and welcome to the third video in this fighting guide and tutorial series. You've learned a lot so far, and there's still a bit more information to study. But if you have not seen the previous two videos in the series, go ahead and watch those before this one. Here are all the topics that were previously discussed. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next video. I post every other day and most of my videos are on this game. But anyways, let's get started. These are the topics that will be discussed in this video. Let's start off by talking about matchups and counterpicks. But before I even say anything about this topic, I have to make some things clear. Usually in different games when it comes to deciding matchups and counterpicks, there is statistical data used to show why a matchup or counterpick is true. But this is Roblox, and data like that is rarely ever given in any game. Though I'm sure it's trackable, but Roblox games just don't do it because the games aren't meant to be taken like an esport game. So what does this mean? Well, everything I'm going to show here is just going to be my opinion based on game knowledge and witnessing fights. I could be wrong on something, and my opinions aren't perfect. But let's get into the topic. The only thing I'm going to show is this matchup chart that I made. This chart answers all the matchups and counterpicks. This is how you read the chart, so listen carefully. There are rows and columns. We read from left to right, so you also read the chart from left to right. The characters on the left fight the characters going to the right. So basically, left versus top. Since there's no statistical data for the game, the matchups are determined by green and red squares instead of numbers. Normally, matchup charts are in a best of 10, 1v1 format. So that's the metric I'm using. And matchup charts are assuming that both players fighting are equal skill level. Gray squares means that the matchup is neutral, and no character has an advantage or disadvantage in a 1v1. These squares don't change. Each character against themselves will always be a gray square. Green squares means that the character on the left wins more 1v1s against the character on the top in a best of 10. Red squares are the opposite of green squares. I'm going to leave this chart up for a little bit longer, but I am curious of what you all think as well. You can leave your comments down below on what you disagree with and why do you disagree with it. It would be interesting to read what you all think. Before you comment, just remember again that the left is against the top character. 1v1, best of 10, green wins more against the top character. Red wins less against the top character. This is unproven and opinion-based. Now that you've seen the matchup chart, this will also help you with targeting. This is a very important factor when it comes to winning a match because it helps you to stay focused on a specific aspect of the match and have a greater effect on the match's outcome instead of just attacking the first person you see. Targeting starts actually before the match even begins. Since you're able to see what the opponent is playing before a match starts, you can already choose a character that would be good against whatever comp the enemy team has, either to survive against them or to kill them easier. Targeting shouldn't be what you're doing for the entire match though, especially if you're failing at killing your target. You should only target a specific character once they don't expect you to target them or when they're vulnerable and easy to kill. Until you have one of those factors in place, just play as a team regularly like how I described in the previous videos. If you're playing a diver or an assassin especially, you want to make sure that you're targeting the enemy supports so that the enemy team could die faster due to lack of healing because you killed the supports. Targeting someone also causes a division in focus in the enemy team. If you're playing Shuriken for example and you flank around the enemy team to target a medkit, you would be dividing the focus of the med between attacking you and healing their frontline, which can cause the frontline to either die or give up space to fight you to save their medkit. Most of the time in open servers, nobody really defends their supports, so this is an easy way to win games if I'm being honest. Following up on the topic of targeting, there's also a skill of identifying winning and losing factors. This means you know who or what is causing the game to go a certain direction, and you can identify if the factor needs to be targeted or supported. A winning factor means something that is causing you and your team to win the match, or it causes the match to be easier to play. A losing factor is the opposite. Losing factors should always be dealt with as soon as possible. For example, if a biograph is always causing your team to lose fights because it keeps diving into your supports, then find a solution to it and communicate it to your team. Or just take the matters into your own hands and turn the results of the game. Once you are able to consistently figure out the winning and losing factors of both teams, then it can shape your playstyle and increase your chances of winning, even if you're the only person on your team that can see the winning and losing factors. Support your winning factors and target the enemy team's winning factors. It's that simple. But unfortunately, all you can do is communicate to your team when it comes to the losing factors that are on your team. Or maybe even you are the losing factor for your team. If something you're doing isn't working, then it's your job to swap up your strategies and try something else that works. Also, be sure to use team chat when discussing strategies by doing /T and pressing enter. That will bring you into team chat, and if you want to remove it, just type the command again. But that will be it for the third video of this guide and tutorial series. Now I'm just going to do one match of fighting, and then I will end the video from there. Okay. Conquer on dodgeball. Doesn't sound too bad. Let's see if we can get a healer though. Even worse, somebody left the game. Even worse. Maybe this guy would choose healing. Okay, they have a katana too, so just gonna go on this guy. Kill this guy very quickly. His team is not supporting him either, so he's just dead. Nice. My skateboard is just diving in, and oh, he's not dead. He actually got a kill. Okay. Okay, so he's gonna have to back up a little bit. Unless he wants to take some damage from me. Nice. Katana could die again. Okay. Just gonna have to Q this guy, I guess. Hit the coil. He's dead. Nice. Needs to get back on the point. I don't know why I used my either, to be honest. Trying to hit the bio, but he's not really coming close to me. But now he is, for no reason, and he just dies. Okay, attack the sword now. Didn't get the critical hit in my M2. Let's go up here a little bit. End on ban. M2 him. Gotta watch it for sword ult. Yeah, he's gonna try to distract me and then ult me. Didn't work, so. Oh, my skateboard dies? Wait. This should work, this should work. Nice. Oh, I missed the second one. That's unlucky. Nice. Skateboard should be dead. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, let's see what they... Oh my goodness. What is he doing? That is crazy. Need to get my shield back a little bit. So, missed a couple hits on my first frames of the E, so it's just going to end early. And I'm probably dead to bio here. Yeah, they now have a med. Okay. Skateboard is going after the med, which is fine. I don't know where the rest of my teammates are, though. And they're in our spawn now? Okay. Sword can die. Nice. Oh wait, he's just gonna get armor and stuff. Yeah. See, now we're losing because we don't have a player or a healer, so that's just unlucky. Oh, I landed right on that. That's crazy. Mekit's gonna Q, probably. Or he's just gonna waste his ult. Okay, that's even better. He use a critical M2 on sword. Sword is not gonna be able to maintain this. I need to stay on the point though, so. This guy is figuring out how to use boombox. Also, I'm probably dead here. Yeah. Let's dive back in. We could perhaps focus on med first, if possible. Just gonna kill med here. Important target to kill. You can also kill a band. Critically hit the boombox right quick. Kill the bio. Kill him as well. And got him. Nice. Okay, bio had to stop his ult pretty early. Gonna get my shield back a little bit. Sword is gonna ult. I don't know if that's gonna hit me. Yeah, it is. That's unlucky. I'm probably dead here to ban. Maybe I can kill the bio first though. Well, bio missed. Okay. Got a little bit of off of that, but it's not gonna be enough. I don't know where my team is though. I have no idea where my team is. Okay, nice katana ult. Gonna dive back in right quick. Gonna kill bio. These guys are kind of just like walking into my attacks for fun. Sword is dead, nice. Okay, well, he got pulled. That's unlucky. He should be winning though. Nice, I think. Yeah, nice. Pretty easy lobby compared to the usual games, but I mean, it's fine. It'll do well enough for a video in this guide and tutorial series. 22 and 4, not bad for my first game on. And yeah, I'll just leave the video off here. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you all in the next one.